once again. Welcome to Fred's Footy Fest, and today we're going to be looking at round 19 of the NRL Premiership. So to kick us off, we have Thursday night's clash between the Tigers and the Sharks. Now, the Sharks just about have no Origin representatives, whereas neither do the Tigers. Now, however, last week, the Tigers faced a 74-point deficit against the Cowboys. They were flogged. And I was very surprised because their last encounter was the other way around. The Tigers were the ones doing the damage. And the Sharks, on the other hand, they got a win against the Dragons last week. And it was by a fair few points. So for this game, I can easily say I'm going to tip the Sharks. And honestly, I think I'm going to make my margin 30 points. I didn't want to get too cocky with the Sharks last round, but I think for this round I have to. The Sharks are going to blow the Tigers off the park. Now, for the next game on Friday is a clash between the Dragons and the Raiders. Now, last week the Raiders got the win against the Titans. They were down though, but they came back and won it. Whereas the Dragons, on the other hand, were flogged by the Sharks. This one's pretty easy. I'm going to tip the 5th place Raiders. Moving on, there's a clash between the Eels and the Warriors. Now, the Eels have no Moses, no Gutherson, and no RCG. And the Warriors, however, they lost last week to the Rabbitohs, but they have no Origin representatives, and they're sitting in 8th place. And although Eels are 6th, they're missing out on key players, so I think the Warriors should get the job done. 7:35 on Saturday is a clash between the Rabbitohs and the Bulldogs. Now, a lot of people would tip the Rabbitohs in this one because of what happened in their last encounter when the Rabbitohs flogged the Bulldogs. However, they're just about missing their whole spine, except for their halfback, Lachlan Ilias. Whereas the Bulldogs pretty much have a full team. So I think I'm going to have to tip the Bulldogs for this one. This is my upset of the round. And the final game to wrap up this week is a clash between the Titans and the Dolphins. Now for this one, I think I'll tip the Dolphins. This is because Reece Walsh is suspended from Origin, so that means AJ Brimson from the Titans will get a run in the fullback. Not only that, but they're also missing out on key forwards such as Tino Fasul-Malawi and David Fafita. So these are crucial losses for the Titans, and therefore I believe the Dolphins will get over the line in this one. Even though they made a massive comeback against the Titans in their last encounter, I think the Dolphins will be the ones leading at halftime. And they're my tips for this week. Tune in next week for some other great games. And there'll be no more Origin, so it'll be all teams playing except one with the bye for the rest of the year. So that is the Knights and the Tigers. That's your Friday night clash. Saturday is the Bulldogs and the Broncos, followed by Manly and Cowboys. Roosters and Storm probably being the match of the round. Sunday will be a clash between the Warriors and the Sharks, followed by the Dolphins and the Panthers. That'll be a pretty interesting match. And to wrap us up will be a clash between the Eels and the Titans. That also might be pretty interesting. Raiders, Dragons and South Sydney will have the bye. And I'll see you then. Bye.